Hi there, Sandra here. Do you want to make stickers but you don't have any artistic ability? Yeah, it's possible, and it's actually very, very easy to do if you have an iPad or a tablet. You can get some really sophisticated looking stickers done. You don't have to be an artist to do it. So I've got a sheet of stickers here. I didn't bother putting the registration marks on. I've got the file with registration marks, but I didn't do that because this is just printed on paper. I wanted to check the quality of my print before I did it on sticker paper. So how do you do this? Well, there's a couple of different ways. If you want to do it in something like shortcuts a lot, what you do is, in this particular case, what I did at least, was I created a template with lots of squares adjacent to each other. I just basically filled a page with squares with no gap in between. They were 2 centimeter squares. So I then went into my text fonts and I looked for different fonts that I have got, which are pictorial fonts. You can get a whole load of them for free onto font.com. And then I spaced them out and resized them so that they all fitted within those 2 centimeter squares. So I've basically got a repeat of the design of the first 3 layers, and I've got a couple of different layers on the bottom. So what you do is you resize them, you get them in the boxes, making sure that if you're going to put an offset on, you allow for that. So I used a 1mm offset, so I do have a bit of a gap between all these. When you've done that, you export it as a transparent PNG, and you put it into whatever graphics software you're using on your iPad or your tablet. Now, I've got some here, and I've been using Procreate, and I have different layers on here. So if I switch these off, this is what I started off with. Now, you can do your text directly on your tablet. If you're going to do that, then you're going to need to adjust the tracking so that you get spaces in between your various pictures. And it's not always that easy to see exactly what you're going to get when you're doing it like that, unless you've got something that shows you the whole font map. But if you want to do it that way, you can. I just find it easier to do it on my laptop and then to transfer the PNG to this. So the next thing to do is to create another layer and to put it underneath. Then go in and you can do your colouring. Now my colouring is basically this layer here. So you can see I've done my colouring, and the colouring is underneath that black layer. So that makes it quite easy to do. Use an eraser if you go over the lines and you make a mess, but it isn't really difficult because you can, of course, zoom right in to do whatever you need to do. So that will be the next layer. Now this layer is an optional extra. This is how you add various degrees of color or whatever onto your already colored images. You put in another layer, and what you do is you go to make it a clipping mask. Now that means you can only draw on what you have previously drawn in the layer underneath. And what happens with this is you can go in with another colour. So for example, I've got this blue flower here. If I pick up, actually I'll go for the pink that I've already got here. So if I go in with that, I can put some pink in here, okay, and put some various colours. Now it looks a bit silly at the moment, but I would finish all the different colours that I wanted to mess around with. Then I would go to the magic wand and go to Gaussian blur and slide my pencil from left to right. And if you look at this flower, you can see that it blurs the colour. If I take down, it's sharp. This way, it blurs the colour, so you get a gradient effect. So you can play around with that. You can make your leaves have a gradient. You can make your flowers darker in the centre if you want to, or darker at the edges, whatever you want to do. But do all that on a clip mask and then go in with a Gaussian blur and you'll get some really pretty effects. When you've got everything as you want it, it's up to you what you do with it next. Now personally, what I would do is I'd swipe here and make a duplicate. I would make it so that the duplicate is invisible, and I would lock it. So it's basically there, but you're not going to do anything with it. It's there for reference later on. So I pinch together all my layers, and I come to this one, and I would export that as a transparent PNG. So when it comes to the layer, make sure you have your background color switched off. You do that, you put it into your cutter software, and you put your offset on it if you want one. And then you have your stickers all ready to go. You just need to add your registration marks and then do your print and cut as normal. And you haven't had to draw anything. You've just been doing some relaxing colouring in. That's it. So easy. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon. Take care now.